Hi everyone, you're watching Dr. Ann Cartini. I just wanted to share with you guys about my journey with discovering the whole food, plant-based nutrition diet. I recently went to a conference, the International Plant-Based Nutrition Healthcare Conference. It's through the Plantrition Project. It's an organization that commits to educating healthcare professionals, anyone in healthcare, about the benefits and research that we've found with being on a plant-based whole food, particularly diet. Personally, I had been struggling with high cholesterol. I'm genetically predisposed to it. At one time when I got tested, it was in the 250 range and I was having a hard time getting it down. I know partly that's due to genetics. Another thing that had been battling was with pre-diabetes. It does run in my family. Pre-hypertension. Hypertension runs on my dad's side of the family. Irritable bowel syndrome, plaque psoriasis, all these different things. I'm like, what's going on? So like I said, I had been struggling with trying to get those numbers down in terms of, what can I do differently? And I thought I was doing all the right things in terms of trying to cut out, fatty foods, but I was still eating lean meat, lots of breads. I guess it's been something hard for me to get rid of, but I figured, well, let's see what I can do to lower my my blood sugars. Anyway, long story short, my numbers just weren't getting better, and I just couldn't understand why. And thankfully, my primary health care provider recommended on 3 different occasions, maybe you should really consider being plant-based, just eating mostly a plant diet, trying to eliminate all the dairy, cheese, meats, which I really, really loved eating. So on the 3rd time, my numbers for cholesterol and the blood sugars it was still high. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's try that for a few months. I would say I'm still pretty new at this. I've only been on the plant-based diet for about 5 months now, and I can't say that I'm perfect. My family, whenever I go visit them in Southern California, they love to have these huge dinner parties, and so I will say I do eat meat once in a while, but I have definitely cut it out. I would say now I am 95 to 98% plant-based. Overall wellness, I want to be able to enjoy a brownie if someone made it for my birthday, or someone gave me a gift for Christmas or whatever. I won't not eat it because I'm not trying to say be super a stickler about it, but I want to encourage those who are maybe struggling with a high cholesterol, pre-diabetes, or maybe even diabetics. Consider the whole food plant-based diet. Within 4 to 5 months of being on this diet, I took my blood tests again, and it showed that my pre-diabetes is now completely normal. My cholesterol, it's normal range. It's under 200, the total cholesterol. My HDL did go up, which is what you want. My LDL, overall LDL, did go down. Overall cholesterol still within the normal range, however, still in the high range. And I learned at this conference, for physicians and all those in the healthcare industry that maybe if I not eliminated, but reduced my saturated fats from even nuts and oils. See, I didn't realize that that could be contributing to my high cholesterol because my liver is already making so much of it. And I'm not saying that this would be the case for everyone. It's just if you're already struggling with that genetic predisposition with the high cholesterol, going on this whole food plant-based diet and also trying to eliminate the oils, too many nuts might be not ideal. I mean, it's not a bad thing because it does increase your HDL, which is what you want. But if you're trying to kind of control the cholesterol levels better, and maybe consider that. So I'll show you guys in a different vlog what my my test results were before and after. I mentioned that my pre-diabetes is now no longer in that range. So I think a lot of it has to do with I've been eating whole food, non-processed foods. I'm still eating some bread because it's a little bit processed. It's hard for me to give up, but like I said, I'm new to this, and it's a journey that I want to go with through you guys, whoever is struggling with this. So it was exciting. It's really encouraging to see those numbers go back to normal. My blood pressure is now normal, and I think it's because since I've been eating the whole foods, plant-based, it's eliminated a bunch of salt, and I think that's helping. And I'm sure the plaques in my arteries have started to kind of dissipate a little bit. I noticed prior to being on the plant-based diet, I would have these heart palpitations, and sometimes just heart flutters, and sometimes I would feel, I don't know if it's just my imagination, but it's true when you are when your cholesterol has been so high for a long time, these plaques start to develop in your arteries, and I'm sure that's what happened to me. And so I was just kind of feeling it all over my body. I'm like, I don't want to die early. Both my grandparents, my mom's side and my dad's side, died early. The only person I have living out of grandparents is my grandmother, and she's primarily plant-based. She does eat fish from time to time, but I would say 98% of her diet is plants. And so she is, she's almost 90, and she looks great. My other grandparents unfortunately died early from either stroke or a heart attack. And again, it's just years and years of those plaque deposits being stuck in our arteries, and those get thicker and thicker. So I don't want that to happen to me, and I don't want that to happen to you guys, and which is why I want to kind of educate others about this this plant-based nutrition. I believe I'm definitely a believer that food is medicine, because I have seen the results in my own life. My irritable bowel syndrome has actually, I noticed about 2 months into the diet, no more, because I'm eating, all these great foods with natural fiber, and so that just eventually is gonna clean out your digestive tract over time. That just the plant nutrition starts to take away those plaques, because I'm not incorporating all this cholesterol and saturated fats into my body. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the things I learned from this conference. I'll be showing you guys clips or pictures of all the foods that we had. It was awesome. It was just basically a buffet of different vegetables that you can make your own salad with. Everything was whole food, some cooked, some raw. Desserts that were vegan, amazing desserts. And I like I said, I'm new to this. I didn't realize food could be so colorful, so yummy, and all natural. So stay tuned, and I will show you those videos. I'm here at the Hilton San Diego Bayfront. I'm here for the Plantrition project, where I get to hear all these case studies on people who've reversed certain chronic diseases like cholesterol, diabetes on a plant-based diet.
2 hours later.
Guys, so I am back from registering for the Plant-Based Nutrition Health Fair Conference. We got these cool, I guess it's a, I don't know, it's a reusable grocery bag, and it's insulated so you can put your cold frozen items in here when you go grocery shopping, or I guess you can bring a big lunch, maybe for a picnic. So that was cool. It's filled with some information. This is the conference that I am here in San Diego at the Hilton Bayfront for. I'm super excited to learn about just evidence-based research that shows the benefits of eating a whole food, plant-based diet. And I'm so passionate about it because I've seen huge differences in my own health, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a different vlog. But I'm here now, and I'm gonna learn so much this weekend. I have a notebook. I'm gonna write tons of notes so I can share everything with you guys, what I'll be learning. What I thought was especially cool is a little prescription pad here. It just shows, instead of the typical medications, it recommends watching the Plantrition Project's plant-based diet quick start guide. Watch a documentary, Forks Over Knives. I definitely highly recommend. Visit nutritionfacts.org just to show you some real evidence on nutrition, different foods, all plant-based. So again, I will be back and I'll share more with you guys in a little bit.